Thompson and Jeff Mendoza for table number 2. Adam Thompson and Jeff Mendoza, table number 2. Herman Lozano, cranking a win out for Ron Spring. Lozano. For table number 2, we need Adam Thompson and Jeff Mendoza. Table 1, I need Landon Boydson and Cody Bolton. Table 1, I need Landon Boydson and Cody Bolton.
Maybe a rum later.
Landon Boydson. Landon Boydson.
Go!
Adam Thompson doing. Landon Boydson, you're running out of time. Ten seconds for Landon Boydson. Table number 2, we need Justice Cole and Justin Pegdato. Okay, winner Cody Bolton. Table number 1. So we're moving on to table number 1. I need Herman Lozano and Peter Alberto. Herman Lozano and Peter Alberto.
Herman, what side do you want?
Table number 2, we have Justice Cowell and Justin Pegdato.
Go! Peter.
And we're going to strap it up.
Where'd you
for,
go?
Double Dynamite
the only
and
place I
for
can go.
the Iceman.
Okay.
Herman Lozano and Peter Alberto. Peter, oh, he's there. On deck for table number 1 is Ron Spring and Landon Boydson. Ron Spring and Landon Boydson, you're on deck. On table number 2, they're getting strapped up here between Justin Pegdato and Justice Cowell.
Go! Stop.
Herman Lozano cranks out a win over Peter Alberto. Sending Peter to the B side. On table number 1, I need Ron Spring and Landon Boydson. Ron Spring and Landon Boydson.
Go! Winner.
Huge win by Justin Pegdato over Justice.
Go!
Winner Herman Lozano. Okay, we need on table number 1, Ron Spring and Landon Boydson.
Not just this.
Yeah, I know. I learned my lesson.
What side table do you want? Okay. You want the right?
Landon Boydson.
Say
You got 15 seconds. Landon Boydson. For table number 2, we need Nick and Adam. For table number 2, Nick and Adam. Okay, winner Ron Spring.
Where you go, Ron?
We need Cody and Herman. Table number 1, Cody Bolton, Herman Lozano. Table number 1. On table number 2, we have Nick and Adam.
Go!
Nick Penner takes that win. I need table number 2. I need Joseph and Jeff on table number 2. Joseph and Jeff on table number 2. On deck for table number 2 will be Xander and Adam. On deck for table number 2, Xander and Adam. Winner, Cody Bolton.
Let's go, Jeff.
Okay, I need Ron and Peter on table number 1, please. Ron and Peter on table number 1. Table number 2, we have, that was Joseph for the win. Adam and Xander on table number 2. Table number 1, I need Ron and Peter.
Go!
Adam is a win there. Xander. I need Justin, Cowell, and Joseph to the table, please. Justice and Joseph on table number 2. On table number 1, we have Ron Spring against Peter Alberto. It'll be a good matchup between these two guys on the left. Ron Spring takes the win. Ron,
you can stay up there.
Stay at the table, Ron, and we're going to call up Herman Lozano for table number 1. Herman Lozano and Ron Spring for table number 1.
You okay? We got Justice. Oh, here you go. Oh, okay.
Justice and Joseph. Joseph.
You want rice? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you just did that. Go! Pin for me? Pin this, absolutely.
Justice for the win. I need Justin Picdato and Nick Penner to the table. This is the A-side match. I need Justin Picdato and Nick Penner. On deck for table 2 will be Justice Powell and Adam. Table 2, Justice and Adam for on deck for table number 2.
Go! Foul, this
Double foul on Justin Picdato. Always an exciting matchup between Nick Penner and Justin Picdato. Nick Penner, the giant killer, against Double Dynamite Justin Picdato. And we're going to strap it up on table number 2 against Justin and Nick. And the straps are being applied also for Herman Lozano and Ron Spring on table number 1. Ron Spring cracks out a win over Herman Lozano on the strap on table 1. Nick Penner and Justin Picdato are going to do battle in the straps on table number 2. Justin Picdato and Nick Penner takes out a win. On table number 2, I need Justice Powell and Adam on table number 2. And on table number 1, we're moving on to the men's 177, 187 left. We have 8 competitors: Stephen Chabati, Dustin McCoffin, Ryan Heron, Lucas Berg.
Go!
Somehow we've got a woman. Is that a woman? What is her name? Julia Bird? Or is it Julia? Julia. Is there a bird?
But your head on, check out the
Always look at hand.
Those 630 lows, but yeah, I was like, yeah, that's he seems to check them nicely. Yeah,
I just want to let you guys know, Billy Berg, Anna Berg from Not Fit Canada are here. Come and see them in the corner. They're a big sponsor for Nationals. Come and see them. They got awesome stuff here. And I wouldn't have a body like this if I didn't have that stuff. But maybe not. No, maybe not.
I don't know why that guy is up there.
That's Julian.
But if you want to look at a body, Mr. Billy Berg here, how many pounds? That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. 140 pounds trimmed down. And look at this man.
I don't eat a lot of food.
Oh man, am I envious.
It's not bad tasting.
Okay.
It gives you some vitamins.
Okay, so for the men's, for table number 1, we're doing the men's 177 to 187. Left arm. In the bullpen, I need Stephen Chabatti, Dustin McCoffin, Ryan Herron, Lucas Berg, Julian Berg, Spencer Cleaver, Rob Bout, and Graham Brown. First up on table number 1 is Stephen Chabatti and Dustin McCoffin.
I was looking away. Did you and Justin play Gatto?
Once, and I lost.
Okay, so you're out.
No,
We haven't done that yet. Okay, we haven't done it yet. Okay.
We're sure screwing you around, aren't we?
So I'm pulling Justin again.
Yeah, now you guys are both to the side.
Okay. And then
On deck for table number 1 is Ryan Herron and Lucas Berg. On deck for table number 1 is Ryan Herron and Lucas Berg.
These two.
Justin Pigdato and Justice Cole on table number 2. Justin Pigdato and Justice Cole on table number 2.
But I give us that. She just wrote her.
Table number 1 breaks down the middle there. Stephen Chabatti's holding on. We're going to the strap. Table number 1. The Iceman against Double Dynamite. And they're going to the strap. We got 2 strap matches here at table 1 and table 2. On deck for table number 2 will be the final for table number 2, okay? So table number 1 is getting all strapped up. And we're going to move on for table number 2. Moving on to the men's class 188 to 198. Left arm, we have 6 competitors. Shane Bout, Jared Burgoyne, Matthew Schultz, Herman Jansen, Jimmy Findley, and Jazz Singh. We need you in the bullpen to the left of me. Shane Bout, Jared Burgoyne, Matthew Schultz, Herman Jansen, Jimmy Findley, and Jazz Singh. First 2 competitors are Jared Burgoyne and Matthew Schultz. Winner over here is Justin Pigdato. Table number 1 is getting all strapped up.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
We need Stephen Chabatti and Justin McCoffin.
got it.
I got it, yep. And then where are we going to
Winner is Stephen Chabatti. So first up on table number 2 is Jared Burgoyne and Matthew Schultz on table number 2.
Okay.
Steven, you won that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Jared Burgoyne and Matthew Schultz on table number 2, please. On table number 1, we need Ryan Herron and Lucas Berg.
Jared Matthew. On deck,
On deck for table number 1 is Julian Berg and Spencer Cleaver. On deck for table number 1, Julian Berg and Spencer Cleaver. Table number 2 is away, and Matthew Schultz takes the win. Winner on this side here is Brian Heron. Julian Berg and Spencer Cleaver on table number 2, please. Or table number 1, I'm sorry. And on table number 2, I need Herman Jansen and Jimmy Finley for table number 2. Herman Jansen and Jimmy Finley for table number 2. All right, we've got Herman the Destroyer Jansen up against Jimmy the Machine Finley. Table number 2. The men's left arm, 188 to 198. On table number 1, we have Spencer Cleaver and Julian Berg. Elbow foul on Julian Berg, so we're going to do a restart.
Come on, Jim!
All right. Herman's got a taste for Jimmy Finley's power. Let's see what he can do on the left arm here. Jimmy Finley, the Machine, up against Herman, the Destroyer Johnson. Spencer Cleaver and Julian Berg. Our winner is Spencer Cleaver. On table number 1, I need Rob Graham Brown. Oh, Herman Johnson is breaking out the power there. Jimmy Finley's holding on. Nice matchup here between Herman the Destroyer against Jimmy the Machine Finley. Excellent matchup here. Back and forth. Herman the Destroyer not giving up.
Stay tight, Jimmy!
Herman Johnson just cranking it out here. Jimmy Finley holding on.
Come on, Jimmy!
Unbelievable matchup here. Look at these two warriors going at it.
Come on, Jimmy!
Herman Johnson just cranking it out. Wow, what a battle between Herman the Destroyer and Jimmy Finley. Herman Johnson takes the win. What a superb battle between these two warriors. And there to sign of respect of two incredible arm wrestlers, Herman Johnson and Jimmy Finley. Only at the 2022 Manitoba Provincial Arm Wrestling Championships. Well done, man. Well done. Not very often that you see a match like that, but that's amazing. Herman Johnson and Jimmy Finley. Okay, on table number 1, we need Rob Bout and Graham Brown at the table. On table number 1, Rob Bout and Graham Brown is the men's 177-187 left arm. Rob Bout and Graham Brown. Shane Boak and Matthew Schultz for table number 2. Shane Boak and Matthew Schultz for table number 2. Graham Brown.
He's holding it. Not like you guys at sheer will. The guy sitting over there is going to...
Stephen and Ryan on table number 1. Stephen and Ryan on table number 1. On table number 2, we need Shane Bout and Matt Schultz. On deck is Herman Jansen and Jazz Singh on table number 2. On deck, Herman Jansen and Jazz Singh, you're on deck for table number 2.
He's better get your shit together. He's gonna be tired. Do it. Where do I go?
You're on deck.
What deck? Yeah. Go! Which table? Go!
Shane Boat, double foul. Restart the match. Who's the winner?
Yeah, I did.
Steven. Okay. Ryan's on the B side. We're now moving to Spencer Cleaver and Graham Brown on table number 1. Go! Spencer Cleaver and Graham Brown on table number 1. Our winner on table 2 is Shane Bout. Okay, next up we have Herman Jansen and Jazz Singh on table number 2. Herman Jansen and Jazz Singh on table number 2. Table number 1, we need Spencer Cleaver and Graham Brown. All right, on table number 2, we have Herman the Destroyer Jansen up against Jazz Singh. And on table number 1, we've got Graham Brown. We've seen some amazing things coming out of Graham Brown, but he's going up against the Vampire Spencer Cleaver. We've got 2 sets of good matches here on table 1 and table 2. Ben's left arm. Go! The Destroyer takes out Jazz Singh quite easily, so well done for Herman Jansen. Table number 1, we have Spencer Cleaver up against Graham Brown. Table number 2, I need Matthew Schultz and Jimmy Finley. Table number 2, Matthew Schultz and Jimmy Finley. Nice matchup here on table number 1. With the elbow foul in the losing position, so the winner is Spencer Cleaver. Fired up. Matthew Schultz against Jimmy the Machine Finley on table number 2. And table number 1, I need Dustin McCoffin and Lucas Berg. Table number 1, Dustin McCoffin and Lucas Berg. On deck is Julian and Rob on deck. Julian and Rob on deck. Table number 1.
Jimmy, you're just warmed up now, eh? Jared and Jessica.
On deck for table number 2 is Jared and Jazz. Table number 2 on deck is Jazz and Jared.
Come on, Jimmy.
All right, we've got Jimmy Finley and Matthew Schultz on table number 2. Table number 1, we have Dustin McCoffin and Lucas Berg. Our winner on table number 1 is Dustin McCoffin. Our winner on table number 2 is Jimmy Finley. Table 1, I need Julian and Rob on table number 1. Julian and Rob on table number 1.
Table 2 is Jared and Jessica.
Table number 2, I need Jazz and Jared. Table number 2, Jazz and Jared.
Just move the table.
Daryl Stephenson to the referee's table, please. Daryl Stephenson to the referee's table.
Jared and Jasker.
Jasker, and we need you with both. You're on table 2.
Yeah, okay, so where are we here now?
Okay, table number 1, we have Julian and Rob. On deck is Stephen Chabatti and Spencer Cleaver. Rob, Stephen Chabatti and Spencer Cleaver. We need you guys on table number 1.
On deck for table 2, Shane and Herman.
On deck for table number 2 is Shane Bout and Herman Lozano. Sorry, Herman Jansen. Shane Bout and Herman Jansen on table number 2 on deck.
Herman over here and Shane over here, please. Go! We're trying to.
Jazz takes the win.
Number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Shane Bout, where are you?
Okay, perfect. What did we just do here?
On deck is Graham and Dustin on deck for table number 1. Dustin and Graham, you're on deck for table number 1.
Okay, just make sure that, yeah, thank you, Daryl.
Go!
A good battle here on table number 1 between Stephen and Spencer. Our winner is Spencer Cleaver. On table number 2. So on table number 1 we have Dustin and Graham and Dustin. Go! Double foul on Shane on table number 2. So we're going to restart between Herman Jansen and Shane.
Don't let up now. Don't you let up now.
Shane Bout, the Flash against Herman, the Destroyer Jansen. Table number 1 we have Dustin McLaughlin, Graham Brown.
Go! There we go.
Shane Bout flashes the Destroyer. Jimmy Finley and Jazz Singh on table number 2.
Jazz Singh.
Jimmy Finley and Jazz Singh on table number 2. Rob Bout and Ryan on table number 1. Rob Bout and Ryan on table number 1. On table number 2 we have Jimmy Finley and Jazz Singh.
Come on, Jim! Go! Go!
Jimmy Finley takes the win over Jazz. Now we'll foul on Rob Bout. On table number 2, I need Jimmy Finley and Herman Jansen. Table number 2, I need Herman Jansen and Jimmy Finley. On deck for table number 1 will be
Go!
on deck Graham. On deck, sorry. Table 1, I need Graham Brown and Rob Bout at the table. Graham Brown, Rob Bout at the table. Table 2, I need Jimmy Finley and Herman Jansen. All right, we've got some good matches here, folks. Table number 1, we've got Rob Bout locking arms with Graham Brown. And then on table number 2, we got Jimmy Finley, the Machine, up against the Herman, the Destroyer Jansen once again. Go! Winner, Graham Brown.
Graham, guys, Graham.
Herman Jansen stopping the hit of Jimmy Finley.
Lead him, Jim!
Jansen turns on the heat. Herman Jansen, the Destroyer. All right, so what do we got now? Stephen Chabati and Graham Brown at table number 1. Stephen Chabati and Graham Brown at table number 1. Table 2, we're moving on to the men's 199 to 220 pound class. The left arm, we have 7 competitors: Justin Thomas, Chase Hodgson, Curtis Smokan, Billy Berg, Mikhail Radozovich, Vincent Squires, and Tanner Jenkinson. First up on table number 2 is Chase Hodgson and Curtis Smokan. On table number 1, we have locking arms Stephen Chabati and Graham Brown here. B-side matchup between Stephen and Graham. The winner will take on Spencer Cleaver.
Go! Stop!
Graham Brown takes the win. He's going to go against Spencer Cleaver in the finals. On table number 2, we have Chase Hodgson against Curtis Mokan. Table number 1, I need, we're doing the men's 221 to 242 pounds left arm. For table number 1, we have 4 competitors: Robin Boychuk, Zach Goche, Kyle Backlund, and Kevin Martins. We're strapping it up at table number 2. First up at table number 1 is Robin Boychuk and Zach Gauthier. Robin Boychuk and Zach Gauthier, you're up at table number 1. Table number 2, we have Chase Hodgson and Curtis Mokan. You guys are getting strapped up here. Table number 1, we have Robin Boychuk and Zach Gauthier. On deck for table number 1 is Kyle Backlund and Kevin Martins. You're on deck for table number 1. On deck for table number 2 is Billy Berg and Mikhail Radozovic. You're on deck for table number 2. And they're off and running. Zach Gauthier doing a huge top roll. Robin Boychuk.
Don't turn away. Stop.
Elbow foul on Zach Gauthier.
You're gonna look away from behind.
All right, we're gonna do a restart on table number 1. Table number 2 is all strapped up and ready to go between Chase and Curtis. Elbow foul on table number 2. Simultaneous elbow foul, so it counts out. They're going to do a restart on table number 2. Our winner is Robin Boychuk on table number 1. We now need table number 1, Kyle Backlund and Kevin Martins on table 1. On deck for table number 2 is Billy Berg and Mikhail Radozovic. Our winner is Curtis Mokan for table number 1. That's table number 2. On table 1, we have Kyle Backlund and Kevin Martins. Billy Berg and
That was Jason this morning. Yeah.
He's married to a local girl from the He's married to a local girl from the I didn't know that she was from the or she coming to the or something.
table number 1, we have Kevin Martins and Kyle Backlund locking arms. Table number 2, we got the Iceberg, Billy Berg up against Ambush, Mikhail Radozovic.
Go.
Elbow foul called. Simultaneous elbow foul. So it cancels out. They're going to restart the match on table 2.
Go.
Big hit by Kevin Martins for the win over Kyle Backlund. On table number 1, I now need Robin Boychuk and Kevin Martins at tables for table number 1. Robin Boychuk and Kevin Martins for table number 1. Table 2, we've got Billy Iceberg up against Ambush.
Go.
Mikhail Radozovic and Billy Berg turns on the heat to take the win over Mikhail. Table number 2, I now need Vincent Squires and Tanner Jenkinson to the table. Vincent Squires and Tanner Jenkinson for table 2. On deck for table number 1 is Zach Gauthier and Kyle Backlund. On deck for table number 1 is Zach Gauthier and Kyle Backlund. You're on deck for table number 1. Vincent Squires and Tanner Jenkinson.
You guys need to both hit this side, just out in the crowd. You need to both in the yard. No, they weren't yet. Go! Do announcing this one.
Winner is Kevin Martin.
Want the guys waiting at the
Kevin
side.
Martin. So Robin moves to the B side. I now need Zach Gauthier and Kyle Backlund to the table, please. Table number 1. On table number 2, it looks like we had a slip out there, so we're in the straps for Tanner Jenkinson and Vincent Squires.
Hey guys, if you're called up to the bullpen, please come to the bullpen. We were trying to get things nice and smooth, but if you're walking from way back in the corner there, it takes you like too long to come up here. Please come up when we call you up. Go to the bullpen, please. Thank you.
Kyle Backlund overpowers Zach Gauthier for the win.
Work, Carl.
And now we need Robin and Kyle at the table, please. Table number 1. Robin and Kyle to table number 1. Robin Boychuk, Kyle Backlund, table number 1. And they're off. Vincent Squires takes that win over Tanner Jenkinson. On table number 1, we've got Robin Boychuk up against Kyle
We got
Backlund.
about 30 seconds left.
We need on table number 2, Justin Thomas and Curtis Mokan. Table number 2, we need Justin Thomas, Curtis Mokan.
This table?
On deck for table number 2 is Billy Berg and Vincent Squires. You're on deck for table number 2. Billy Berg and Vincent Squires, you're on deck for table number 2.
He's going to slip out of my hand.
Table number 1, we're going to be moving on to the men's 243 plus. We have 9 competitors. I need you in the bullpen to my right. You're going to be at table number 1. Luke Rafahi, Eric Thomas, Michael Tillett, Brett W., Kevin Martins, Justin Thomas, Andrew Grant, Zach Gauthier, and Edson Bear. So I need Luke Rafahi, Eric Thomas, Michael Tillett, Brett W., Kevin Martins, Justin Thomas, Andrew Grant, Zach Gauthier, and Edson Bear to the bullpen to my right for table number 1. Okay, first up for table number 1 is Luke Rafahi and Eric Thomas. Luke Rafahi and Eric Thomas, table number 1.
Can I do that? Fuck, he's on my thumb now.
On table number 2, we have Curtis Mokan and Justin Thomas. Looks like there was a slip out. They're now in the straps.
Go!
Curtis Mokan overpowers Justin Thomas to take the win there. On table number 1, we have Eric Thomas and Luke Rafahi locking arms. Table number 2, I need Mikhail Radozovic and Tanner Jenkinson. Mikhail Radozovic and Tanner Jenkinson, you're at table number 2. Billy Berg and Vincent Squires, you're on deck for table number 2. Billy Berg and Vincent Squires, you're on deck for table number 2. All right, looks like table number 1, Eric and Luke went into the slip out, so it's now going to the straps.
Go!
On deck for table number 1 is Michael Tillett and Brett W. Tanner Jenkinson takes that win over Mikhail. So on deck for table number 1 is Michael Tillett and Brett W. At the table for table number 2 is Billy Berg and Vincent Squires. On deck is Justin and Tanner. Justin Thomas and Tanner Jenkinson here on deck.
Go! Stop!
Luke Rafahi takes the win over Eric Thomas. I now need Michael Tillett and Brett W. at table number 1. Michael Tillett and Brett W. at table number 1.
Go!
Billy Berg and Vincent Squires, they're going to strap it up on table number 2. Table 1, we have Brett W. and Michael Tillett locking arms. On deck will be Justin Thomas and Andrew Grant on deck. Table number 1 on deck is Justin Thomas and Andrew Grant. On deck for table number 2 is Justin Thomas and Tanner Jenkinson. On deck for table number 2 is Justin Thomas and Tanner Jenkinson.
Winner. Go, Vince. No, wait. Okay, you're good now. Yeah, you want it.
Winner is Matt. Brett W is our winner.
Here you go, Brett.
Just below.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, Andrew Grant.
Just let you call yours and Andrew Grant.
Table 1.
Oh, it's Andrew. I thought I saw a bounce.
Vincent Squires powers out a win.
Go to Justin Thomas.
Oh, yeah. 2 glasses.
Yeah.
We'll have to give him a little time, I guess.
Daryl, did you give me a Coke?
I did. Oh, I got your water. I'll get you.
That's no water's fine. No. Oh,
Okay, on table number 2, I need Curtis Mocan and Vincent Squires at the table, please. Curtis Mocan and Vincent Squires at table number 2.
that's fine.
What do you want today, guys?
Table number 1, we have Justin Thomas and Andrew Grant locking arms here.
Again, this again. Minor tight.
Go!
Andrew Grant takes the win.
Just Freddie's too. Tighten her up here now.
On table number 2, I need Curtis Mocan and Vincent Squires.
The other guy, he does ride high the other guy, but he, as long as he isn't covering.
On table number 1, I need Zach Goche and Edson Bear.
Edgar. I don't know why we have so much trouble with that. Edgar. We got it.
Okay, Edgar, Zach on table number 1. Table 2, we have Curtis Mocan and Vincent Squires doing battle.
Bone on bone, eh?
So this one is.
On deck for table number 2 is Justin Thomas and Tanner Jenkinson. Curtis Mocan powers his way to a win over Vincent Squires, table 2. So table 2, I need Justin Thomas and Tanner Jenkinson for table number 2. On deck for table number 1 will be
Go! Yeah, I would do this one.
Go!
There it is, Justin. Don't give up, Justin.
good matchup here.
He's on the both tables. He's on both tables.
Tanner Jenkinson takes out a win over Justin Thomas. Now we have
Justin, you're back up.
Justin Thomas and Eric Thomas to the table, please.
That table's just who won that one?
I don't know.
The young guy.
On table number 2, I need Chase and Billy on table number 2. Chase and Billy for table number 2.
Who won on the match?
Go!
That was, didn't Zach and Edgar go up? Who won that?
I've never met him. I've watched him online a couple of times, but never had the pleasure.
Zach did.
Go! That's it, Chase. That's too tired. Too many matches.
Trying to make sense of it, right?
You guys, if you win the match please come up to the table
Just let us know.
and let them know if you want it. Okay?
We're looking down at this.
We try to remind them as much as we can, but it's their responsibility.
Kevin Martins and Andrew Grant to table number 1. Kevin Martins and Andrew Grant for table number 1.
Okay. When the ladies got to stop for more back at the ring.
Okay, table number 2, we have Billy Iceberg and Chase Hodgson at the table here. They're in the straps. Table number 1, we have Kevin Martins and Andrew Grant. Locking arms.
Go! Go, Chase! Come on! Keep control, Chase! Come on!
Chase with a big hit, but Billy Berg is holding on.
Work up under your elbows. That's it! Pin him! That's it!
Oh, we've got a win out here from Chase Hodgson. Okay, Chase, you can stay at the table. You're going to go up against Tanner Jenkinson. So Tanner and Chase on table number 2. Table number 1, we have Andrew and Kevin. Our winner is Andrew Grant over Kevin Hart. On table number 2, we need Tanner Jenkinson and Chase Hodgson. On table number 1, we need Luke and Brett for table number 1. Luke and Brett, you're up at table number 1. On deck will be Andrew and Zach. You're on deck for table number 1. And on deck for table number 2.
Will be the winner of this.
Winner of this match. Okay.
Go! Yeah, Chase, come on! Fine!
Big hit by Tanner Jenkinson. Helps Chase Hodgson for the win. All right.
Tanner and Vincent.
All right, so Tanner, you stay at the table, and you'll be going up against Vincent Squires, table number 2. Table number 1, we have Brett and Luke locking arms. On deck for table number 1 is Andrew Grant and Zach Gauthier. On deck for table number 1 is Andrew Grant and Zach Gauthier.
Go!
Luke El Rafi turns out a win.
You almost
Brett.
thought he did, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Luke. Yeah.
Go ahead. Andrew Grant and Zach Gauthier for table number 1. On deck will be Eric Thomas and Michael Tillett on deck for table number 1. Hands off, and they're going to strap it up between Vincent Squires and Tanner Jenkinson.
We're right at the winner here, right?
Go!
Big hit by Andrew Grant to take the win over Zach Gauthier. Table number 1, I need Eric Thomas and Michael Tillett to the table, please. On deck is Edgar and Kevin. Edgar Bear and Kevin Martin, you're on deck. All right, on table number 2, they're all strapped up and ready to go between Vincent Squires and Big Tanner Jenkinson.
Go!
Eric Thomas takes the win over Michael Tillett. We now need Edgar and Kevin Martins on the table. And they're Vincent Squires, too much power for Tanner Jenkinson to take the win. Vincent Squires takes that over Tanner. He'll go against Curtis Mokan in the finals. At the table right now, we have Edgar Bear and Kevin Martin. Table 2, we're going to the women's division, 0 to 132 left arm. We have 6 competitors. In the bullpen, I need Diane Filion, Persia Weeb, Margarita Duck, Kristen Vincent, Christy. Okay, in the bullpen for the women's left arm 0 to 132, I need Diane Filion, Persia Weeb, Margarita Duck, Kristen Vincent, Donna Purdy. It's 5 competitors.
Bullpens over here, ladies.
Okay, so first up I need Persia Weeb and Margarita Duck here on table number...
I need like 2 of these.
Table number 2, I need Persia Weeb and Margarita Duck. Table number 1, I need Luke El Rafahi and Andrew Grant on table number 1. A-side matchup here between Luke and Andrew. On deck will be Zach and Eric Thomas. You're on deck for table number 1. Zach Goche and Eric Thomas, you're on deck for table number 1.
Is there a margarita out there, please? Marguerite? Oh.
Do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
What? Oh, sorry.
Go.
Okay, Andrew Grant churns out a win over Luke El Rafahi. Luke now moves to the B side. We now need Zach Goche and Eric Thomas to table number 1. The win is Persia Weeb takes the win over Margarita Dueck. And now need Kristen Vincent and Donna Purdy to table number 2. Kristen Vincent and Donna Purdy, table number 2. On deck for table number 1 is Kevin Martins and Brett. Kevin Martins and Brett, you're on deck for table number 1. Donna Purdy, Zach Goche takes the win.
Yep, got your thing, Zach.
Kevin and Brett, we need you for table number 1. On deck for table number 2 is Diane Filion and Persia Weeb. You're on deck for table number 2, Diane Filion and Persia. Table number 1, Kevin Martins takes out a win over Brett. And now we need Kevin, you can stay at the table. You're going to go up against Zach Goche. So Kevin Martins and Zach Goche on table number 1. Donna and Kristen on table number 2. On deck will be Luke El Rafahi for table number 1, and the winner of this match between Zach and Kevin will face Luke El Rafahi for the B side.
Well, she's pulling already.
On deck for table number 2 is Diane Filion and Persia Weeb.
Come on, Donna. Pulling already. Come on. No. No.
Go!
Back off.
Winner is Kristen Vincent.
Hey! Good job, Chris.
Go.
Kevin? Okay, Kevin Martins.
Just pull her name.
Kevin Martins will stay at the table against Luke El Rafahi. Luke and Kevin at table number 1. On table number 2, I need Persia Weeb and Diane Filion for table number 2.
Just makes a difference at the end of the day. That
Okay, we're just going to give Kevin Martins a minute. Just came off the match. He'll go up against Luke El Rafi on the B side. Give Kevin a minute here. And on table number 2, we have Diane Filion to take the win over Persia Weed. Thank you.
Diane?
On table number 2, we now need
And Margarita moves to here, so they're up against.
Persia and Margarita at the table, please. Table number 2 for Margarita and Persia. Table number 1, we have Kevin Martins locking arms with Luke El Rafi.
Let me know when you
On table number 2, we have Persia Weed and Margarita do it. Go! Margarita making a move, but Persia's holding on, and Persia takes the win. Wow. That over Margarita. Okay, for table number 2, I need Diane Filion and Kristen Vincent at the table, please. Kristen Vincent and Diane Filion. Table number 2, or table number 1, we have the straps being applied to Kevin Martins and Luke El Rafi.
My parents used to live on 50-50 and 300.
Yeah. I was just informed by Daryl Stepson that the winner of the 50-50 will take home $350. $318, sorry, that's well done to all the pullers who participated in our 50-50. Thank you, thank you. Winner takes home $318. Okay, on table number 2, we have Diane Filion and Kristen Vincent.
Go, Kristen.
Straps are being applied to Kevin Martins and Luke El Rafi on table number 1. And as they say, the straps don't lie. Looks like table number 2, they're still trying to find their grip between Kristen and Diane Filion. They have 30 seconds to get their grip. Go! And they're off. Oh, what a good match. A break down the middle between Diane Filion and Kristen Vincent. Winner on table number 1. Who's the winner on table number 1?
Table 1 winner.
Kristen Vincent on table number 2. Who was the winner on table number 1?
I got it. It was Kevin.
Kevin?
Kevin?
It's Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Got it. So Diane.
Table number 2. I need Diane and Persia. Table number 2, I need Diane and Persia for table number 2. For table number 1, we're now moving to the women's 133 to 154 left arm. We have 3 competitors: Christy Findley, Vivian Santos, Lindsay Schultz. First up on table number 1 is Vivian Santos and Lindsay Schultz.
That's these guys, right? And then
Go! Diane Filion turning on the heat to take the win over Bergeron. Diane Filion facing up against Kristen Vincent.
We're going to move to this little class here. It's just a little class. 2 competitors. You want to do your draw? Yes,
Okay, guys.
Okay, we're gonna hold on, Vivian. 1 second. We're gonna do a draw. We're gonna do a draw right now.
We're going to do the 50-50 draw. $318. Thank you, everybody, for contributing. We're going to get Mr. Saskatchewan here to draw the ticket. Sorry, Fred Roy.
I don't think he ever actually won Mr. Saskatchewan.
So the thing with Fred and I, we're going to be probably doing a super match at the Man Sask next year. And you know what? It'll be just like Mr. Palachuk. We haven't got a chance. Well, it's all for fun. Okay, guys, tickets.
Terry, I need your glasses.
7,
I got it!
2, 7, 0, 7, 7.
Too many 7.
That's a lot of 7s.
Yeah.
the table matches here. On table number 1, we need Vivian Santos and Lindsay Schultz.
Straight left, I'm on one.
Shut up.
Straight on. Straight on.
You got a bad draw right.
On table number 2,
The draw master,
Chris is gonna make me pay for his gas room now.
okay, at the table here, on table number 1, we have Vivian Santos up against Lindsay Schultz.
Just stay there, Lindsay.
On table number 2, I need Michelle Tillett and Jose Morneau. Michelle Tillett and Jose Morneau for table number 2.
Off the table. Come on, Lindsay.
Go!
Come on. 3.
Vivian Santos. Vivian Santos takes out a win. Table number 2, we have Jose Morneau and Michelle Tillett. On table number 1, I need to see Christy Findlay and Vivian Santos at table number 1. Christy Findlay and Vivian Santos.
Come on, Crusher. Come on, Crusher. Go, Crusher.
Fire it up.
All right, we've got 2 Manitoba champions going head to head here at table number 1. Winner Jose Morneau. Table number 2. Table number 1, we have Vivian Santos,
Go, Christy.
Manitoba champion, up against Manitoba champion Christy Findlay. Left arm, women's left arm. This promises to be a super battle here between Super Saiyan Vivian Santos against Christy the Crusher Findlay. And we're moving to the straps here between Vivian Super Saiyan Santos and Christy the Crusher Findlay. Doing their left arm battle here at the 2022 Manitoba Provincial Arm Wrestling Championships. Now our referees, Mr. Dave Hicks, Mr. Chris Nichols, making sure everybody's safe and fair.
Come on, Christy.
It's going to be a good matchup here between Vivian and Christy.
Hey, we're getting there. Pretty good.
All right, it looks like our straps being applied and tightened up now. And as they say, the straps don't lie. Vivian and Christy taking their grip here. Left arm battle between these 2 warriors. It's going to be a goodie.
We'll start with the guys like we normally do.
The Crusher against Super Saiyan.
She's barking already.
Come on, Chris! Go!
Good.
Open down! Roll it!
Looks like Vivian Santos has too much power. Takes out a win for Christy Findlay. Table number Table number 1, I need Lindsay and Christy at table number 1. Lindsay and Christy at table number 1. Table number 2, I need Vivian Santos and Brianne Lavoisier. Table number 2, I need Vivian Santos and Brianne Lavoisier. Table number 1, I need Lindsay Schultz and Christy Findlay for table number 1.
you call my name first? Whose name's first?
Vivian Santos and Brianne Labossiere. Brianne Labossiere.
Come on, Viv. Easy.
Go!
Christy Finley and Lindsay Schultz. Christy Finley's the winner. On table number 2, we have Brianne Labossiere and Vivian Santos.
Left reach.
Go! That's another story.
Come on, Viv. Step 3.
And we're moving to the straps for Vivian Santos and Brianne Labossiere.
Well, we could start moving to the finals. One more match.
We're already to the quarterfinals.
Where to go? Final.
Then the Masters Grand.
Here we go.
You guys are moving them too fast.
We're moving on.
Well, we got to catch up with Dave and Jason. Anyway,
Touch with the team.
Stand 3, get ready.
All right, the straps have been applied to Brianne Labossiere and Vivian Santos. There will be a winner between these two. Left arm match up here at 2020 Manitoba Arm Wrestling Championships.
Hard, Viv. Hard.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job. Pretty high level, actually.
I don't know if I should.
Vivian Santos takes the win. All right, we're now moving over to the finals in all the classes.
Okay, so
Table 1, we're going to move to the finals between Cody Bolton and Ron Spring in the men's left arm, 0 to 154. Table 1, I need Cody Bolton and Ron Spring. Cody's on the A side, Ron is on the B side. Table 2, we have the finals between Nick Penner on the A side and Justin Pegdato on the B side. That's the men's 155 to 176 left arm for table number 2. We have between Nick Penner and Justin Pegdato. Nick's on the A side, Justin's on the B side. All right, all these pullers have earned their spot here. Cody Bolton up against Ron Spring. This is always going to be a big matchup here between these two gentlemen. And the famous matchup between Nick Penner, the Giant Killer, against Double Dynamite Justin Pegdato. Another spectacular match to watch. Go! And they're off to table number 2. Nick Penner with the big hit. Justin Pegdato's holding on. Nick tries to crank out the torque. Winner on table number 1 is Cody Bolton over Ron Spring. So Cody's first place, Ron's second place. And Herman Lozano in third place. Table number 1, we're doing the finals. The men's left, 177, 187 between Spencer Cleaver on the A side and Graham Brown on the B side. All right, we got the Vampire Spencer Cleaver up against Graham Brown. He's got a lot of bag of tricks up his sleeve. And we're now strapped up with Nick Penner and Justin Pegdato on table number 2.
Let's go, Justin!
Huge hit by Justin Pegdato. Nick Penner's holding on. Let's see what Justin can do. Nick Penner breaking up the heat. Nick Penner comes back to take the win. Nick Penner first place. Justin Pegdato second place. Justice Cole third place. All right, table number 1 is just getting going between Spencer Cleaver on the A side and Graham Brown on the B side. Table number 2, we're going to be doing the final for the men's 188 to 198 left arm. Shane Bouth and Herman Jansen to the table, please. the Flash against the Destroyer. Table number 1 is underway. We have Graham Brown making a move, but Spencer Cleaver cranking out a whim with so much power over Graham Brown. So Spencer Cleaver taking first place, Graham Brown taking second place, and Stephen Chubatti taking third place. On table number 2, we have Herman the Destroyer up against Shane the Flash Bout. Table number 1, we're going to do the finals on table number 1, we're doing the men's final left arm, 199 to 220. Shane Bout with the win over Herman Jansen. So Shane Bout first place, Herman Jansen second place, Jimmy Finley third place. All right, table number 1, we need Curtis Mocan on the A side against Vincent Squires on the B side for the men's 199, 220-pound left arm. Table number 2, we have final between Kevin Martins and Robin Boychuk for the men's 221 to 242 left arm. Kevin Martins and Robin Boychuk for table number 2. Table 1 is Curtis Mocan and Vincent Squires. Table 2 is Robin Boychuk and Kevin Martins. All right, a lot of power at the table here. Table 1 is Curtis Mocan and Vincent Squires locking arms. Both these guys have earned their spot. Vincent Squires is on the B side, Curtis is on the A side. And table number 2, we've got Kevin Martins on the A side and Robin Boychuk on the B side. We've seen what Robin Boychuk can do, so let's see if Kevin Martins can hold him off.
Go!
Kevin Martins flash win over Robin Boychuk to take first place. Robin Boychuk second place. Kyle Backlund third place. Our winner, Curtis Mocan, first place. Vincent Squires second place.
That was good, bro.
Tanner Jenkinson third place.
I was really surprised. Now, Vincent Squires is just so unassuming.
Table number 1, we're going to be doing the men's left arm, the heavyweight class. We have Andrew Grant and
It's very misleading.
Kevin Martins. So Kevin's back up again, so Andrew Grant is going to be facing off against Kevin Martins in the Southeast Smashers. Table number 2, we're moving on to the women's left arm final between Kristen Vincent and Diane Filion. Kristen Vincent, sword tournament winner, up against Diane Filion. All right, so Kevin Martins coming off the win on that last class. He's going to be facing up against the power of Andrew Grant, who's a multi-time Manitoba provincial champion. We know the kind of power that Andrew brings. Let's see what Kevin Martin can bring to the table here against Andrew. Come on, Andrew! And now we have Kristen Vincent on table number 2. And Diane Filion and Kristen Vincent at table number 2, please.
Go!
Huge hit by Andrew Grant, too much power to take the win over Kevin Martin. So Andrew Grant first place, Kevin Martin second place, and Luke El Rafahi in third place. Diane Filion and Kristen Vincent are making their way to table 2. We're going to move to table number 1, the finals, women's 133 to 154 left arm between Vivian Super Saiyan Santos and Christy the Crusher Finley. We need you both at table number 1. Vivian Santos and Christy Finley, table number 1. You're up for the finals left arm, women's 133, 154. Looking now at table number 2, we have Kristen Vincent and Diane Filion trying to find their grip. We've got 30 seconds. Vivian Santos
Me first.
and Christy Finley.
Come on, lady. Come on,
Vivian Santos on the A side, Christy Finley on the B side. We got some great matches here at the tables between Christy Finley and Vivian Santos, and between Kristen Vincent and Diane Filion. And they're off on table number 2. Kristen Vincent making a move, turning on the power. Take down Diane Phillip, Kristen Vincent first place, Diane second place, Persia third place, and we're moving on to the straps for Christy Findlay and Vivian Santos. I now need a table number.
Oh, this is already finished.
On table number 2, I need Jose Morneau and Michelle Tillett for the women's left arm finals, 177 plus. Jose Morneau and Michelle Tillett, you're needed on table number 2 for the finals. All right, on table number 1, on the A side, we have Vivian Santos up against Christy the Crusher Findlay on the B side. Just being strapped up now by our referees. As they say, the straps don't lie.
I should hope so.
All right, coming to the table now on table 2 is Jose Morneau and Michelle Tillett for their left arm final. All right. Big hook by Vivian Super Saiyan Santos. Too much power to take the win. Vivian, first place. Second place goes to Christy Findlay. Second place goes to Lindsay Schultz. Right arm winner is Jose Morneau between Michelle and Jose. Jose first place, Michelle second place. On table number 1, we need Vivian Santos and Brianne Labossiere. Table number 1, Vivian Santos and Brianne Labossiere for the women's left arm final, 155 to 176 class. Moving on to the Masters final now, 0 to 176 left arm at table.
Come on, Bree, do it.
I need Rick Bolton and Peter Alberto to table number 1, please. Rick Bolton and Peter Alberto to table number 1. That's the men's Masters left arm. Rick Bolton and Peter Alberto to table number 1. Strap match between Brianne Labossiere and Vivian Santos. On deck for table number 2 for the Masters men's 177, 198 is Shane Bout, Brent Weave, and Ryan Herron. So Shane Bout to the bullpen, Brent Weave to the bullpen, and Ryan Herron to the bullpen to my left. You're up next on table number 2. Peter.
Up, high, start moving your fingers, Bree. There you go.
Okay, they're being strapped up now. Brianne Labossiere and Vivian Santos on table number 2.
Up high, Bree, get up. Come on, Brianne. Post high, high, high. High.
On table number 1, we have Peter Alberto and Rick Bolton in the finals.
Go back, come on.
Winner is Vivian Santos. Winner Rick Bolton. Rick Bolton first place, Peter Alberto second place. Winner is Vivian Santos.
Yes.
So you gotta be. When you're taking pictures. Hey, let him go back to shoot again.